I'm aware that she's already married. I don't think I will, ending another person, trying to cause another person's pain. It's not something that
His own knowledge and his own stand. But because we belong to God, we stand by the word of God. God hates divorce. So when we advise such people, don't divorce at all, because of when Christ comes, He don't want to divorce us before our God, before our Maker. So that's why we preach people should not divorce. So hold together, no matter how it is. You must forgive, because we ourselves we have been forgiven. That's why we are privileged to
fix
stay.
their marriages. And for you as a girl, maybe let me say a girl who is breaking up, you understand, trying to break a marriage, no, she shouldn't do that, because it's just about the pain. You understand? You know the kind of pain you're going to cause to the other woman, or if a guy to the other man. So definitely we should try as much as possible to defend for something like that, because it's not good at all. A broken man.
To Africa Europe Breeze TV with your host in Benin City, Dede Saints. We are at a radio hour, and we're going to be interviewing people around this ASICs, asking them questions about if your fiance, that's the girl you're going out with, left her marriage with her children because of you, what? Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
Thank you so much. So we're asking a question. Your girlfriend or your fiancé just left her marriage with children because of you. What will you do?
As a child of God, I will advise her to go back. Because if that kind of a thing is done to me, I won't take it. It's not fair. Living, it's better for you to break up while dating than to decide to end the relationship. According to the Bible, it said, what God has joined together, let no man put asunder. So that's my own opinion.
Well, if the girl tells you that she loves you, she don't want to be in that marriage, what will you do?
As for me, I don't even think I'll be able to go back to my ex again. She's my ex. So there is no. Okay.
She have kids.
Okay, she have kids, and she just decided because of me.
I want to quit the marriage. I want to come to you.
On some basis, I don't think I'll be able to, because if I'm aware that she's already married, I don't think I will, ending another person, trying to cause another person's pain. It's not something that I so much encourage.
Thank you so much. So there are a lot of people that are doing it. What is the advice you have for them?
They should deviate from it. It's not really good, because you are trying to cause another person's harm. There is this popular saying, what you don't want people to do to you, don't do it to others. So that's it.
Thank you so much. I forgot to ask your name, please. What's your name?
Good
afternoon, bless you.
Thank you so much. Sir, please, we want to know your name.
I'm Pastor Uye Julius.
Wow, it's a privilege, sir.
Bless you.
Sir, please, we're asking a question. If your girlfriend or your fiancé leaves her marriage because of you with the children, what will you do?
I'm married.
Wow.
So happily married with my children and my wife. So like that kind of question, there's no answer, because I believe me and my wife, we are one flesh, and there's no way we can part until Christ comes. And so if there's another question, I can respond. But for girlfriend, no.
You're married. If you like that, God forbid, your wife just quits the marriage and you say that the boyfriend in abroad is coming, I don't want to marry you again, I want to go with my children to the guy. How will you feel, and what is the advice you have for those that are going?
Well, biblically, yes, I will respond for others,
yes, sir,
not for me.
Yes.
And like for such persons, if maybe they have a marital blow, because one or two reasons, maybe their boyfriend before is not back and they want to quit the marriage. Of course, that can result when there is a foundational problem. If the marriage is rooted in the Word of God with God, such will not happen. The Bible said in Psalm 127, verse 1, unless the Lord build a house, they labor in vain that build it. So if the marriage is built on the solid rock, which is the Word of God, such will not happen. But those who have such experiences of broken marital home, we normally advise them, go back to God, restitute, come back to the God who say For this reason shall a man leave his father and mother and be joined together with his wife. So if that coming back home to the word of God is sure, of course they can have a marital blissful home. Of course, if one say, oh, I will not come back. The Bible said this, Romans 7. If you visit verse 15 down to 20, it make it clear. If maybe the husband or the wife is a believer, the wife is says it's not a believer, of course there's a room for separation. But God does not entertain divorce. So we also preach you don't divorce. So we preach restitution and get it back to your husband and to your wife. But if one say, oh, I want to go, to God be the glory. The person want to satisfy his own knowledge and his own stand. But because we belong to God, we stand by the word of God. God hates divorce. So when we advise such people, don't divorce at all, because of when Christ comes, He don't want to divorce us before our God, before our Maker. So that's why we preach people should not divorce, to hold together no matter how it is. You must forgive, because we ourselves we have been forgiven. That's why we are privileged to stay. So we have to forgive others. God bless you.
Thank you so much, sir. Please, I want to ask a question. What advice do you have for those people that think that doing it and they think it's a normal thing, nothing is happening? What are the advice you have? Because you just spoke so well.
Well, our advice in this regard,
Yes, sir.
come back home, which is forgiveness. Come back to God. If you say you cannot forgive, you can't come back, which means you have never received Christ, which means you don't want God to save you. If they say, well, there's no problem, there's a problem. There's a greater problem, because the soul can lost. So we're interested in soul being harvested for Christ. So that's what we are preaching. Come back home, come back to God, forget whatever you might think or your friends may think or relative might think. It's not what they think. So what you think is what God thinks.
Eurobrace TV. Okay. Sir, good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mayor.
Thank you so much. So we're asking a question.
Okay.
Your girlfriend or your fiancé leaves her marriage because of you with the children. What will you do?
Well, I can't advise something like that, because I know she's going to cause pain to the other person that she's living. So definitely, I would try to convince her to be with her husband. If she's having any issue with her husband, she should try to fix it up so she can have a happy marriage. And for the kids, it's no good to break a home, you understand? Because I have actually experienced that. A broken home, I know what it can do to children. So definitely, I will not allow that.
All right. I can put it to you that there's a lot of people that are doing it. A lot of girls are leaving it. What are the advice that you have for them?
Well, my advice to them is they should try as much as possible to fix their marriages. And for you as a girl, maybe let me say a girl who is breaking up, you understand, try to break a marriage, no, she shouldn't do that, because it's just about the pain, you understand? You know the kind of pain you're going to cause to the other woman, or if a guy to the other man. So definitely we should try as much as possible to deviate for something like that, because it's not good at all. Broken marriages are not good. It affects children a lot.
Thank you so much.
Nope.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'm actually a love doctor, and I handle cases of marriages and relationships. So,
Eurobrace TV, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Thank you so much. Sir, please, can I know your name?
Okay, my name is Prince Will.
All right. So we're asking a question. Your girlfriend or your fiancé leaves her marriage with the case because of you. What will you do?
Okay, first of all, I wouldn't even date a woman who is married. I would want to find myself in that situation, and if perhaps I didn't know she was in a, yes, I didn't have any knowledge about that. Of course, that will be the end. We're going to end it. It means you've been with a dangerous person. Yeah.
So I can tell you there's a lot of girls doing it. What do you advise you have for them?
I think they need to change. They need to turn a new leaf. Yeah, they really need to. That's not the way. Thank you.
I'm going to put it another way. What of girls that are dating people's husband?
That's another terrible dimension. They are already, when you spit in the sky, spit will fall in your eyes. So when you go that way, there's something they call karma, the law of karma. So they should expect whatever you sow, you will reap. So they should expect the same thing for them. First of all, such people shouldn't expect a very good marriage or a favorable marriage. So they should be aware of this. Thank you.
Not in African tradition, we're in Africa. I will tell you, it doesn't matter if any girl so that I'm a titled man, I can go out with 7 women. So what do you think about that?
Well, yeah, we're in Africa, but this doesn't used to be the African thing because it doesn't tally with the African culture. Going by the African culture, we know this is not African. This is more Western than African. So that's what I have to
All
say.
right, so we're going to call it a wrap on this segment. If you're dating a married woman or a married man, what will you do? Everybody was entitled to the view. Keep watching Africa Europe Breeze TV. I love you.